Good morning. I'm Brennan, Wholesale Marketing Rep for Sprague Energy. Welcome to Sprague's Refined Products Review, where we discuss what's moving the market, giving you insight into what we're seeing every day. Today is Wednesday, April 2nd. As we officially get into April, I am here to close the book on a very excellent winter for our customers. The winter of 24-25 will go down as one of the coldest in recent memory, and although stressful at times, I think everyone is grateful for a heavy degree day load. Don't forget to give yourselves and your staff a high five for having made it through a normal winter. If you feel like the news cycle is moving a lot faster since January 2025, you are not alone. The new administration has brought with it a welcome change in U.S. energy policy. Most customers I've talked to express a hopeful optimism for the long-term future of our industry. However, the implementation of new policy has also brought us market uncertainty, including sanctions, tariffs, and even Russia-Ukraine peace talks, making for a much more volatile energy market. Markets remain on their toes and ready for anything. Sanctions, tariffs, and global demand signals include both upside and downside risks. OPEC Plus is rolling back production cuts that would add an extra 200,000 barrels per day back to the global crude market. Direct U.S. sanctions on Venezuela and Iran and the decision to impose a 25% secondary tariff on countries importing Venezuelan crude had the market melting up all last week. In addition, Washington's policy of maximum pressure on exports of Iranian crude tightened global supply, with Chevron's potential loss of 200,000 barrels per day of Venezuelan production have pushed crude closer to $70 a barrel over the last few market sessions. A new proposal for a U.S. minerals deal with Ukraine to create a fund intended to recoup the costs of U.S. military aid is also on the table. Although Russia and Ukraine have promised a limited ceasefire in their conflict, attacks continue. In a new development, the Trump administration has threatened a 25% secondary tariff on any importers of Russian oil in order to bring Putin to the table. Perhaps the biggest issue on everyone's mind this week is Canadian tariffs. We recorded before the April 2nd implementation deadline, and hopefully by the time you are seeing this, we'll have some clarity on the tariff issue. But for now, it remains to be seen. Will Canadian import tariffs be implemented? Or will they be exempted? Or will we kick that can down the road for another month? The only thing that is certain is uncertainty. It is an interesting observation that tariffs enacted during Trump's first term kept consumer products pricing, including fuel, relatively range-bound for a good portion of that administration. No matter the outcome this month on the tariff issue, customers will do well to position themselves with a wholesale supplier who has managed that potential risk and uncertainty for any eventual tariff outcome. Sprague has and will continue to source product from non-tariff U.S. supply and therefore limit any impact from potential future tariffs to our customers. As a reminder, Sprague recently rolled out forward contract products for next season. Fixed forwards and heat curves are available electronically on Sprague Real-Time, and all contract types can be quoted and purchased by calling into the Real-Time desk. Or please contact your friendly wholesale marketing rep to discuss which forward pricing product best suits your pricing program strategy. If you haven't seen it yet, check out our special feature on Sprague's forward contract programs, hosted by my colleagues Will Beck and Kristen Schweitzer. That's available now on our YouTube channel. That's all for today, and thanks for joining us. We'll be back next Wednesday with another Refined Products Review. Refine your insight, fuel your success.